And this is actually a split melon pumpkin farm, and I do have a tutorial for this on YouTube as well, so if you want to check that out, feel free. And this basically all goes in hoppers down to one side, and then other side goes down to the other side. This side's melon, this side's pumpkin, which is why the room down the bottom is split between orange and green. I thought it'd be kind of cool split. And also, it just means that when you're taking the drops out the chest, they're not mixed, and it's just kind of a bit easier to sort through everything. But yeah, you can see the minecarts and stuff going now. So this is the newest layer, and I did wait a bit for the things to grow up before I came and put the redstone in now. And I did also want to kind of finish this on stream as well, just to show you guys a bit of what I've been doing. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to the last couple of days. I don't want to reveal too much about the stream today, but I think I will kind of, well, you'll see what I'm doing as I go along with it. All we've got to do right now is just chuck this redstone in, and as you can see, the farm is working already. If you don't know how one of these works, and you've never built one before, or you're thinking about building one, it's very simple. You have a collection system underneath with a hopper minecart, which collects all the blocks by sucking them through the ground. That goes onto a hopper, which delivers them into a chest. And on top here, we have, obviously, there's nothing in here, is there? On top here, we have the observers and pistons. Basically, the observers need to be facing the stalks, because that's what they detect. And when the stalks of melons or pumpkins, or any plant grow, really, the observers will detect that, and it will fire a redstone pulse out their bum, which is this little red thing on the back. Yeah. So they've got faces on the other side that detects it, fires a little redstone pulse out their bum, and it essentially powers this redstone. But because this is spread across the grid, it then powers all of the pistons, crushing any melon and pumpkin anywhere in the whole entire thing, which then of course gets collected and sucked down. I was going to say something else there, but I realised it just as I said it, that it would have sounded a bit, yeah. Yeah. I might end up slipping up and saying it at some point, but I'll try not to. Yeah, we can actually go check the drops now for the farm, now that the, I think I added 4 or 5 layers to this thing, so this one at the bottom was there already. And as you can see, there is actually ground layers for all of these ones as well. That's a cocoa bean farm. Then we got cactus and sugarcane here, and all around the outside is the different types of wood. Some of them do have towers like this because they have TNT dropper farms. And something I did mention, I think it was stream 8, so yeah, episode 8 of chapter 3, is that I am building farms for the trees, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an automatic farm. It can be semi-auto, which is kind of what this is. Just because I'm building farms, they don't have to be fully automatic. It's kind of fun just to have this, because I guess you can sometimes get bored of having just automatic farms. And also it takes honestly longer to build them too. But yeah, we've been running pretty good with the melon pumpkin farm. Obviously I've got a ton of chests to fill up, and all of the plants up there are pretty new. So once they're fully grown, all of this is going to be churning out. Now what I have noticed is that there's a couple pumpkins flowing into the melon shoots, and I think that's because I accidentally placed a melon pumpkin seed in the melon patch. So I will have to go ahead and put that back. No, replace it at some point. Sorry. Oh, right. Yeah, in terms of what we're doing today, I think we're going to start off with some slightly smaller farms, and I kind of already know where I want to build them. So we're going to head over to there now. I need to go into the nether. I need to go chuck some of this stuff back first. I actually need to grab some stuff for the farms we're going to build. But, yeah. These first couple are very, very simple, and they should be quite easy to build. It's just travelling through Nether that's a nightmare because I haven't made a Nether hub yet, so it's going to be a long travel. And the Nether hub is going to come after. The Nether hub is going to come after I've done the farms, because I'll have, well, I have a wool farm already, but I'll have TNT and stuff, and I'll just blow up hallways, and then build along them. I think that's a good way to do it, because then I don't have to spend loads of time digging. That is my diamond chest. Yeah, I haven't really touched this in a while. And actually, speaking of things I haven't touched in a while, the ore tower up here. Probably see me fly by this loads of times. This goes, well, not fully the way up, but I wanted it to go right up to sky limit, and then I kind of stopped when I started doing farms. But I guess every now and then I will go back to mining just to add to this thing. And the idea was to mine this whole entire thing down when it's up to sky limit. It's I think it's a 13 by 13 block tower, which is pretty cool. And then obviously sky limit I think is 256. I think so. I can't remember exactly, but it is pretty tall now. It is hollow all the way through though. So that's the only thing, and diamonds I've been collecting separately because I want them to go on the very top layer, so I can mine them straight away. But I guess I kind of stopped on that challenge for a bit. That was, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and chuck this stuff to the side. Now I do have a system back here, but I haven't really had time to sort all of this stuff out because I have been building the farms and things. So what I have just been doing is chucking this stuff here, and obviously there is things in these shulker boxes, so I can just take them out and use them for other farms. Now, in the case for these ones, this was the wool farm. I also built 3 more squid farms, actually 4 should I say, because you didn't see me build the first one. They're quite efficient, and it's a quad stacked squid farm, so you can stand in the middle and they all produce around you. It's really fun and simple to build. And to be honest, I have been thinking about doing more tutorials because obviously I'm doing farms now. So I might do a squid farm tutorial. I've got a sand and gravel duper that I designed myself, do tutorial for that. I might also do a concrete farm tutorial as well as another super smelter tutorial, because the last one I did was quite complicated and fast-paced, so I think this time I come up with a slightly better design, should be fully expandable, and yeah. I mean, I know how to build a super smelter, just like right off the bat. It's just getting the resources for it that's a bit boring. I mean, I've got one here which is completely hidden and it uses water vapors, but still, I probably would prefer one that you can put like chests and stuff down for. And you heard me say I was going to go to the Dripstone Caves, which is where I want to build a super smelter actually. I want to kind of make like a back cave thing, but with sort of machinery and things like that. I think that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, first thing first, we need to go ahead and grab some stuff for this type of farm here, which is a dirt farm. So I think you can dupe dirt blocks. I just can't remember how you do it. Let me just grab some notes here. I have got notes in a sketchbook here just to sort of tick off and cross the line through when I've done them. But I also have notes on my mobile so that I can sort of like, well, cross them through or tick them off on notes. So I just need to search for the dirt farm notes. No, it's called something. It's called bedrock. One dot. Yeah, there we go. Now again, I could build some massive machine, but I prefer to build a smaller, slightly more efficient one. I think it's, yeah, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. No, it isn't, is it? No. I need... Apparently... Oh, God. I've got this wrong. I need to make a mud farm, not a dirt farm. And to be honest, I mean, dirt is one of the easiest things to mine. It's pretty much on every surface, so I probably won't need a dirt farm. And at some point, I'm planning to make a perimeter, so yeah, dirt farm probably won't need it. I've got plenty of dirt already, so actually, tell you what, we can just tick that off. Because like I said before, not all of the farms are going to be automatic. So this dirt farm in, well, quotation marks, is going to be a manual farm because I can literally just go out anywhere and mine out dirt however I like. And obviously doing terraforming is going to give me loads of spare dirt as well. And I've actually got a ton in some chests down here. So that's all good. So next up is water and glass. Why would I need glass? What? Why have I put glass as next to... Well, I don't need glass to make... I don't know why that's there. It just doesn't make sense to me. Water... You can't really build a water farm, can you? And again, we've got the ocean, so I don't really need a water farm. No, you can build a water farm, and that's why we're going to go to the dripstone cave, because you can use dripstone. So yes, that is a definite yes. So water, mud, and clay we need to make today. I think clay is going to be slightly bigger because I've got a snaking design I want to try out. I haven't really tested it though, so that might be more of an experimental one on a creative world. But in terms of water and mud, I can definitely do that today. So we'll just grab my water farm notes as well. Here we go. Where is it? There it is. But yeah, you can literally just put dripstone down and it will collect water for you. It's insanely slow, but it is technically a farm. And it's really incredibly slow. But it is still a farm, so it should work, but probably all the while I will not be using the farm and will just be using the ocean. But I'm going to build it anyway. But yeah, I basically need dripstone, which is the like stalactites and stalagmites. It's the pointy things that grow in dripstone caves. I do have some here, I think. Yeah, I have 2 here. So I will actually go and head over to a dripstone cave, because that's probably where I'm going to build this thing, since it is sort of native to that sort of spot with the dripstone. Or I could build it in an ocean biome. That's the thing. I haven't really planned out where I want to build this water one, because obviously water is in the ocean. And you get the water farms from the dripstone caves. So actually, I'll build it in the dripstone cave with the other machines, just because in terms of the oceans, there is a ton of farms there that I want to build. And I probably don't want this to get in the way, so I will go chuck this out the dripstone cave, just that we don't have any mess or too much of it, should I say. I need to grab some more shulkers before I go. So in terms of the water farm, I'll probably grab a blue shulker box if I have any left. Yes, okay. Oops, that is not what I need to do. Right, I need silk touch so I can break this. There will be a ton more at the actual cave as well, so that shouldn't be too bad. And all I need is some cauldrons to actually collect the water with. And this will be a semi-automatic one again, because you will have to physically collect the water. Lava farm is actually pretty much the same. You just drop it through dripstone and it, well, makes lava. So that's really handy. I will chuck that down there. And this, again, is fully expandable. I can just, well, literally, yeah. It's, yeah. Literally just those two things that you need for a water farm or a lava farm. If you want to build a lava farm, all you need to do is switch out the water buckets for lava buckets, and you literally have your lava farm. And then I just need to do a mud farm, which is slightly more complicated because it utilizes dirt and water bottles, which means you need to build a dispensing system. If I just grab my mud farm design quickly. So, for like some farms, I can like instantly memorize what they are and how to build them and things, but for others, not so much. And it is a bit of a pain sometimes because some of them are so incredibly simple, you should know how to build them, but I just can't remember at all. And the bigger ones, which are slightly more complicated, I do remember, which is a kind of weird way to think about it. But I just how my brain works, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna be using stuffs here. So I just need to grab this stuffs. Okay, I can grab all this stuff now. So I need a couple of chests and some other stuffs too. So if we're doing mud farm, I'm saying probably brown shulker box. Anything that I can grab from over here first. Actually, there's shulkers over here with some of the stuff I need from the melon pumpkin farm, things like that. So brown shulker box can go there. And I need a... what do I need? Anything from here? No. Anything from here? No. Anything from here? I do need building blocks, so I will take... oh, pardon me. I will take some wool to build out of. Probably not the best idea, but it's gonna work. So I've got some wool to build out of. I need a dispenser. I have 60 of them left over from the wool farm, which was a, well, I wouldn't say massive project, but it was a pain to build because of getting all the sheep in and stuff. And sorting all of them out and other things, and probably wouldn't have been the best stream content, to be honest. So we've got our blocks and our dispenser. We actually need a water bucket, so I wanted to grab one of them in a minute. So there's nothing else from there we need. I don't know why I'm so tired. I didn't go to bed. I didn't wake up too early either. I don't know why I'm so tired. So that's our redstone and that. We'll need a couple of sticks to make some redstone torches. We'll need some hoppers as well. And then we'll also need some other things too. So I will just grab them, and I will just grab one of them as well. Actually, how many comparators do I need? Right, there we go. That's a bit of a clearer see. So I just need to go ahead and grab a... how many redstone torches do you use? 1, 2, 3 redstone torches. They go in the chest with the water bucket and the rest of the stuff. I will actually just check this redstone back because I don't need it anymore. Actually, no, I do need it to make some other stuff. So a repeater needs 2 redstone torches, comparator needs 3. And I just need some regular stone as well, just to be able to make this thing too. So I will just pop around the side here, and we'll grab ourselves some regular stone. Where's all my regular stone gone? Yes, I used it all up, didn't I? Right, we need 1 comparator, 1 repeater, 1 repeater, 1 comparator, that's all good. We can go ahead and chuck our stone back in the chest. just like that, and then we can fly over here. I also know exactly where I want to build this thing as well. So obviously mud actually originates in the mangrove swamp, and it's where it naturally spawns. So I think it would only make sense to actually build it there. That's kind of my reasoning behind it, to be honest. So comparatives, we need our pistons as well, 10 pistons. So we can actually split this in half and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 pistons just there. Okay, and then we can chuck them there. Then we need to grab our 64 or a stack of glass bottles, 1 piece of glass, and some chests. It's 1 regular piece of glass and a stack of glass bottles. I don't think I have enough glass to make glass bottles. Yeah, I do definitely not have enough glass to make glass bottles. So I might have to go do some stuff in the desert just to get these things ready. It looks like we are going to be doing a bit of sand mining today. So we got that, and we need our chests next. Chest is in here. No, they're not, because I moved them somewhere else, and they're actually over here. In one of these. Yep, there they are. And then just go ahead and build 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. There we go, and then... Yes. And I actually think, oh, I've just remembered, the mud farm actually feeds into the clay farm. Oh, so I might actually have to build 2 of these things. Tell you what, for now, just because we're on stream, I'll probably build a separate mud farm to the clay farm for now. But when it comes to it, I'll build a clay and mud farm combined, probably off camera, but in a quick video time lapse, which is kind of what I did for the squid, bone meal, and wool farms. Just on the video. Again, that's on YouTube. Feel free to check it out, because you probably won't have seen them last time. The other thing I forgot to mention, I built a sugar farm as well, which is how I ended up dying last stream. So that is now on the channel. You can check that out. Super simple design. It's annoying to build though, to say the least. So I think that's all we need for the mud farm, apart from the glass bottles. And the only thing is, yeah, we need the glass bottles to fill up with water so that they can be chucked into... Oh, there's plenty of glass in here actually. So we'll just grab that, and my spare rockets too. So glass bottles, there is a crafting table out here. I'll just utilise this one really quickly. There we go. Right, gonna sort the mic out. It has shifted a bit. Right, glass bottles, there we go. I can make a ton of them. I'm actually going to make over what I need, just because I probably will need a lot more, well, than that. And the problem is, the glass bottles get smashed when you use this farm. And you only get 1 mud block per glass bottle. Which means I'll probably need a sand duper built in at some point. I'm probably going to do that after a tutorial as well. So, yeah. I can't use this portal currently because it is killing me every time I go through it. So I will just have to fly out and round to the fishing portal. Then we can head through to the dripstone cave. Get this water farm set up, and then also get the mud farm set up at the mangrove, and then I can also probably set up a clay and mud farm off camera, probably on a time lapse. Again, it is more experimental, so I don't know if it's definitely going to work, and I kind of want to have a bit more time to develop it before I actually build it in the world. What the hell? I think in terms of other farms I'm going to try and build today, possibly a concrete farm. Obviously, you know about the super smelter. And one thing I didn't get to do last time because I died was the shifting plate flour farms that use bone meal, shoot up the floor, shift the plates on the floor, which essentially moves the flowers that get pushed into like a water column, and then that's it. Quite simple to build and quite efficient too. It can also be utilised as a bone meal farm, funnily enough. Just by pushing the flowers into composters, you create bone meal. And the bone meal farm does actually run on a very similar design. I'm just going to have to check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, so the I've got a cat, by the way. The bone meal farm does run on a very similar design to the flower farm, the singular tool flower farm. In the plates shift underneath and the water pushes everything off into a trough, which is where you collect everything either into composters or into chests. Yeah. But if you're wondering why I had to count to number 8 back there, so on the sign going from left to right, the tunnels for the portals are kind of like in order of where they are. So I'm looking for the 8th tunnel along here. Be really careful, I can't remember where I've been already. Just gonna check along here. Actually, I can check this one. Birch forest, so that would be number 1. Okay, so that's 1. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5. This way, no. It's number 5. Just need 6, 7, 8. We should be there. This is what I mean though, it is painful travelling along here, and I do need to actually mine some things out just to get along here a bit better, because currently I can't fly. That's not a tunnel either. Neither is that. Where is this bloody tunnel? No. Let me guess, this ain't a tunnel either. No, it's not. Great. We've only hit 5 tunnels so far. How far does this thing go? Honestly, I can't remember, but it's looking like it goes pretty far. Right, that's 6. Just gotta keep going. We've passed 6 though, so that's good. Come on. Where's the tunnel? Because otherwise the whole stream is literally just going to be running down here. Show me 7. Seven. And then 8 should be the next one along here. Shouldn't be too long. Pretty sure dripstone isn't too far from that last one. So number 8, this should be dripstone here. We just head down this way. We should find a portal fairly soon. And hopefully we can get building. really hope this is the right way. Come on. Please be the right one. What? No. No. Well, that can't be right. What? Can you give me 1 second? Because I just need to figure this out. I am just going to pause the stream quickly. And I'll come back in a bit, because something has gone horribly wrong here. I don't know why this says lukewarm ocean. This should be Dripstone Caves. Oh, my cat's just gone through. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll be back in a... be back in a minute.